Abby Dean, and you're watching Dante's
Boxing Nation.
Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Diego Pacheco, he beat Steven Nelson by unanimous decision. And I'm telling you guys right now, that performance by Diego Pacheco, it had to make Canelo Alvarez's day, because Diego Pacheco is completely tailor-made for a Canelo Alvarez. Now, I did a breakdown video to this fight. And in that video, I admitted that I didn't know too much about Steven Nelson or Diego Pacheco. I had never watched any of them fight before. So I did my last-minute homework. I watched all of Diego Pacheco's fights on DAZN, and then I watched a couple of Steven Nelson's fights. And after watching Diego's fights, I told you guys that he's 6'4". He doesn't have a jab. He has no inside game, but he does have a good right hand. Matter of fact, the right hand is the main punch that he relies on. I told you guys that Diego, he's going to try to control the distance and set up that right hand all night. And that's pretty much how the fight played out. Now, of course, Diego, he landed other punches in the fight, but what I'm telling you guys is his bread and butter is his right hand. Just like Deontay Wilder's bread and butter is his right hand. Now, when it comes to Steven Nelson, I told you guys that there is no special effects, meaning he doesn't do anything flashy. There's nothing that really stands out. There's not one single thing he does that is really special. He's just an aggressive fighter that comes forward, and his biggest flaw is he is slow. He has slow hand speed, and even his body movement is slow. But even with that being said, Steven Nelson, he was still able to find some success in this fight. The fight was actually competitive. He would leap in with these lead left hooks. Every once in a while, he would land a right hand. In fact, after the first rounds, DAZN's Chris Mannix, he actually had Nelson up 3-1. But credit to Pacheco, he did start to pick things up after that, and then he started to win rounds. There was also moments in this fight where Pacheco, he was very effective with his lead right uppercut as well, catching Nelson coming in. But a lot of times when Nelson did close the gap, Pacheco, he would tie up Nelson. After Nelson started to fall behind on the scorecards, the championship rounds was his best 2 rounds of the fight because it looked like he actually hurt Pacheco. At this point of the fight, I remember Pacheco, he kept looking at the clock. He was ready for the fight to be over with. So he was just basically keeping his distance and tying up Nelson. So the conclusion is simple. Like I told you guys at the beginning of this video, Diego Pacheco is tailor-made for Canelo Alvarez. I'm sure Canelo was licking his chops with a big-ass smile on his face as he was watching this fight. Because not only does Diego Pacheco not have an inside game, but he lacks defense. In one of Pacheco's last fights, he was getting hit with lead left hooks the entire fight. And we know that the left hook is one of Canelo Alvarez's favorite punches to land. So the fact that Diego Pacheco, he kind of looks like a David Benavidez, but he is nowhere near on the level of a David Benavidez. With the way Canelo Alvarez moves, it seems like this would be the perfect fight for him. Now, we know that Canelo is supposed to be fighting Crawford in September, but he's going to fight before that. So I would be surprised if he doesn't end up taking this fight right here against Diego Pacheco in May. Unless Canelo has already found a safer opponent than Pacheco. Let's see. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes,
fever blisters, diabetic ulcers,
this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Diki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodiki.com.
like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.